Welcome back, dear listener, to Coaching Hypnosis. To my US community, I love you, but we need to have a radical honesty moment. Reclaiming your time is a radical act, especially when your country is navigating a digital minefield. You shouldn't be wasting your mental bandwidth in a grocery aisle when there's history to be made. I've partnered with Instacart to help you stay fueled while you focus on the truth. Get free deliveries on your first 3 orders. Use the link in the show notes. Supporting our sponsors really supports this show's mission. Now, let's talk about leadership. I'm sitting here in Sydney, Australia, looking from the outside, and from where I stand, the view is crystal clear. But I see many of you struggling to state the obvious to your teams. In June 2026, a real leader has the spine to say, Kamala Harris won, Donald Trump lost, and the Russian digital coup was real. If you're staying neutral to avoid HR complaints, you aren't leading, you're just a manager wearing a mask of cowardice. Today, we're using the second letter of your MBTI, Myers-Briggs Type Indicator code, sensing versus intuition, to find out why you're struggling to see the ground that you're standing on. The practical versus the possible. This letter is about how you take in information. Sensing. You need receipts, but for the sensing leader in 2026, your CEO mask is a bottleneck. You say, I need more evidence as a way to ignore the intelligence reports on Russian interference. You're looking through a microscope at tiny, irrelevant details because you're too scared to look at the massive fact right in front of you. The election was fair, and Harris is the executive. Your need for perfect data is being weaponized against you. High-level vision. You talk about future strategies to avoid the uncomfortable reality of the present. You're lost in the telescope, looking so far ahead that you're letting a foreign power undermine the very office you operate under. You call it staying above the fray, but I call it escape. If you are a sensing leader, you kill your team's morale by demanding 14 steps of proof for a reality that's already been audited and settled. You're stuck in the past. If you're an intuitive leader, you give vibes of democracy but no backbone. Your staff is confused because they need you to be the anchor. As an Australian looking at your political landscape, I see a lot of leaders who are too insecure in their type to defend reality. They fear the backlash, but the facts aren't political. They are the foundation of your business. If your team can't trust your ability to recognize a winner and a loser, they can't trust your judgment on a P&L statement. How do you lead your staff through this? 1. Label the theft. Stop calling it alternative facts. Call it a coup attempt. When you name the Russian interference, you give your staff permission to trust with their own eyes again. 2. Toggle the lens. If you're an N, use the pattern recognition to explain how the interference worked. If you're an S, show the team the audited results that confirm Harris's win. 3. Lead with reality. Real influence begins the moment you stop pretending the sky isn't blue just because a Russian bot told you it's red. Take a deep breath. I wonder if you could just appreciate how exhausting it is to maintain neutrality about a coup. It's like trying to hold a telescope and a microscope at the same time while your hands are shaking. Close your eyes. You don't have to perform for anyone right now. I wonder if you can feel the weight lifting off your chest as you finally decide to stand on the side of facts. You are a leader, and a leader's job is to define reality for their tribe. Whether you see the tree sensing or the forest intuition, the truth is the soil they both grow in. You can allow your subconscious to accept that Harris is the president, the system held, and you are safe to say so. Notice how much easier it is to breathe when you aren't carrying a lie. Tomorrow, we tackle thinking versus feeling. We look at why your logic or your values might be stopping you from calling out the Russian interference. If you're tired of the identity mismatch and the moral weight of staying silent, book your free 40-minute clarity call. I'm just an Aussie with a clear view, and I'm here to help you find your spine. Trump lost. Harris won. Align your mind. See the truth. Grow your business. Mindfully yours, Julie.